Yo, greetings, family, fellow hard workers. I had a few points that came to me today, though one that just arose is generate, right? So it's like this is a world where, in a lot of cases, we're affected upon rather than being the effect, you know? In a lot of cases, we're looking for something. We're looking outside for something. We're looking for a comfortable something. We're looking for something beautiful. We're looking for something to put us at ease, you know? What my point is that this is something we can generate, you know? A place where we feel at home, where we feel at peace, at ease. This is something that's generated from within best. Not to say, it can't be from without as well. Sure, that's possible as well. Though, generate that energy from within. So one thing I think that we devalue a lot that's of so much more worth than we get than we think of it as is our imagination, as well as our, just being still as well. And also when I think of generating, I think of almost like pulsating and activating, from within. The definition that I see here of generate. Okay. To generate. To cause. To give. To rise to. To lead to. Result in. Bringing about. Bringing into being. Creating. To make. Produce. Bring on. Precipitate. Prompt. Provoke. Kindle. Trigger. Spark off. Touch off. Stir up. Whip up. Induce. Inspire. Promote. Foster. Conjure. There's more where that comes from. Produce, like energy, especially electricity. So all of this has something to do with each other, And one that I like is like kindle, And I like how it says energy, especially electricity. To whip up, to stir up, to spark off, to trigger, So it's like kindling that fire within, Kindling from within that energy. Conjuring, So one thing that I like to do is play the flute. That really stirs up something for me, Let me give y'all a little taste here. It's kindling something within, So, in this cold world, if we don't kindle a fire, we'll catch a cold. We'll catch that cold, and we can suffer the consequences of that sickness that cold brings on, right? So even if we're looking around to others and looking at other people's fires, let's say someone else has kindled one, it's not going to be as warm as the one we kindle from within, you see? And you want to be able to spark it when you need it, you know? Also, I notice, you don't want to get in the habit of blaming others for anything either, because it's our own responsibility to kindle, spark our own fire, to conjure our own love from within. Because in any other case, you're left without. And these are nutrients we need to be healthy, nutrients we need. So, and really and truly, everyone's looking out for a fire to get next to get cozy up and get warm and feel comfortable, So it's like, as we're looking around, we're looking at other people's fires, trying to find their fire, trying to find something beautiful in the world. They're not looking for someone looking for someone. If you're trying to attract moths, you gotta kindle a fire. Not that, we're even trying to attract moths. You know what I'm saying? Though, I'm just saying, like, if we want something beautiful in the world, we have to be sparking something from within, or we can't expect people to come cuddle up next to our fire if there's just cold there, if we don't have a fire or it hasn't sparked yet, yeah. And then what I was talking about with imagination, there's a myth about imagination, that imagination has to do with things that are unreal. Though, even in the term conjure, it speaks of something coming from nothingness, conjuring something up into being, right? So I guess this speaks of the power of being a creator, So it's like, we can conjure a tangible love. We can conjure a tangible, like, peace, tranquility, And it's best done from within. So yeah, I think that's one of the main points. And then another point that kind of goes with that is that we walk in our aura, right? So that's to say that let's build a rich aura of peace and love, tranquility and kindness and all of that, just a really good aura. Because we walk throughout our lives, as we walk in the world, we walk in our aura. So, like they say, though I may walk in the shadow of the valley of the shadow of death or something, I fear no evil. Thy rod and staff, protect me all my days and stuff, like something like that. It's like, so that's our rod and staff, you know what I'm saying? Like, this flute, it's my staff, my rod and staff. But my rod and my staff is like my imagination, my will, and positive intention, you know, these tools, you know what I'm saying, the pranayama, the chi, the ways of conjuring and stirring up these vibes. So, you know, we walk in our aura, so we don't have to feel like it's only in our meditation. And once we walk out in the world, it's like it's all gonna fall off. No, we conjure it and we walk in it. You know, there could be people outside of our aura that are like on the next street that are walking in their aura or whatever. Though, if our aura is strong enough and fortified enough, then we'll be the one affecting the world rather than being affected by it. We'll be the one generating, you know, and that's the thing. It's a thing of being generous, generating, being regenerative, you know. My brethren Makure, you know, he was telling me how these days one of the new keywords is being regenerative rather than living sustainability or whatever. Not just sustaining, but being regenerative, you know, generating our own energy, you see, and being generative, being generous with our patience, with our peace, you know, which means that you have something to give. You know, if you're generous, you have something to be generous. You have something to be generous with, you know, and we all do. It's just about, do we tap into it? Do we cultivate it? Do we conjure it? Do we kindle it? You know, do we take the time to kindle it? So, you know, that goes even deeper and deeper. Like, you know, what does it take to kindle a fire? You know, you're rubbing two things together and taking the time until it sparks. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way with the breathing, you know, or if it's the flute, it's like this energy is going up the Sushumna, which is that one that goes up the middle, you know, the Ida and Pingala, and the Sushumna up the middle, right? So we can kindle our own fire and spark the Shakti, you know, what they call the Shakti, and be a source of Shakti for the world, you know, healing energy. And like it said here, about electricity, basically. Divine electricity, basically, you know? So, yeah. I think I hit on a few points, and that's what's up. Give thanks. So great to reach out to y'all and give thanks for joining me in another hard work build. Let's do the work, family. And I don't know if I even want to call it work, though it's a labor of love. You know, let's do this labor of love and join together in it and inspire each other. That was another one that came up there, inspire, you know? So yeah, let's be sources of inspiration. And let's build. Y'all leave comments, you know, and let's keep the energy ciphering by the grace.